What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Why Not Gamer channel. Today you have me, Riley, and Trell with you, and we are going to be doing another episode of our Dexcussions. So I hope you guys are ready. How you doing today, Trell?
Doing good. Doing good. Excited to look at the ugliness that is these 3D models.
No joke, guys. This is the top 10 Pokemon that, in our opinions, were ruined by their 3D models. And so what I got right now is I got the good old Pokemon website here, Pokemon database pulled up. And we're just going to go through and show you what our top 10 picks for the Pokemon that were ruined, honestly, in 3D. So that's pretty much what we're doing today. Any other thoughts on that, Trell, before we start?
Yeah, if you're eating dinner, you might want to come back because it's about to get ugly in here.
It's so disgusting that you'll vomit all of your food because it's that bad. Man, my hat is like never straight on my head. It's so weird. But anyways, guys, okay, starting off with our number 10 pick. And, you know, guys, I mean, these are our top 10. We didn't really put them in a huge order. Probably the top 3 are really, like, our worst picks. But the other ones can kind of be, you know, anywhere in the list. This is just, I mean, they're all pretty bad. So our top 10 pick is actually the Pokemon Scyther. And this is a Pokemon that I think is loved by a lot of people. Personally, I think Scyther is amazing. I think a lot of other people would agree. I mean, he has gotten 2 different forms, so that means some people do definitely like him. Trell, I think you like him as well, correct?
Yeah, I love Scyther. He's one of the OGs, and he was once a fierce scything bug, if you will. You know, he just run down people, tearing them up, and he's like this big alpha predator is how I saw him. And yeah, the change to 3D did not keep him as such.
Yes, I would very much agree with that too. As you can see here, the different generations of Scyther evolving, he's always looking really, really cool. I mean, honestly, terrifying in Gen 1, which is a huge deal because in Gen 1, there's like a really, really low chance to encounter him. I think it's like a 3% encounter rate in the Safari Zone. And so he's one of the hardest Pokemon to find, period. But then he shows up looking like that, like a boss, the most powerful bug-type Pokemon from this time. And honestly, he's always on the ground. He's never actually using his wings to fly. And I think this is one of the big reasons why we chose him is in the newer generations, he's just kind of floating. He's kind of floating there. And, I mean, he just doesn't look scary either. He doesn't look like he's about to tear you apart like he does in these other gens. I mean, even Gen 4s look at him. He looks like he's about to slice you in half.
Yeah, I mean, that was his thing, is he's a flying type, but he can't fly. But in the 3D models, that's what he does. He just stands there floating slowly.
Legit flying.
And Scyther's all about speed and attack, so he needs to be aggressive and hopping around really fast. You know, he doesn't use he uses his feet to move with the help of his wings, not just wings only.
Yeah, and I think another thing that really bugs me too, and this happened to a lot of Pokemon that were from early gens, is some of those hard details are kind of just faded out in the new one as well. Like, I loved how his bug features, you know, the abdomen, how it has 3 sections, like normal bugs have. He had them really prominently going through the generations, but then once you get to here, generation 6, 7, it's kind of just barely a little line, and then that yellow color also disappeared into the newer gens, which was unfortunate. I don't know why Gen 6 made his wings blue, but that was a weird thing. Gen 6, I guess, made his wings blue for some weird reason. But then, yeah, over here, Gen 7 as well. Just no yellow features. They're kind of faded into his green now. And yeah, it just doesn't look like that scary behemoth of a Pokemon that we once knew. Clear back here, Gen 1, Gen 2 through 4.
Yeah.
You know?
Nope, not at all. It makes a difference. It's like I don't really want him on my team.
I know.
He looks so bad to look at.
It was like when I first was playing through Arceus, I was like, oh man, a Scyther, it's gonna be sick. And then I was thinking about it, I'm like, yo, but there is a new Cleaver And, Scyther doesn't look as
True.
cool anymore. It's like,
Yeah,
you know
Cleaver
what?
looks
Definitely evolving.
way better
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
than Scyther.
For sure. His features are gone, and his scary, speedy Pokemon is also gone. Just because you have wings and you're flying doesn't necessarily mean you're a really fast Pokemon. And I think that's kind of what they took it. They're like, oh, if he's floating in air, he's fast. And it's like, no, that's not what he is. Look at those bulky legs he's got. That's for running.
Yeah, he's 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 supposed to be super agile and a predator. He hunts
Exactly.
Pokemon down in the field and slices them up. Then he just isn't that. He just floats around lazily. Even in Arceus, that didn't change.
Oh, yeah. Yep, it didn't change.
Let's do Scyther some service in the next game he appears in, and give him some more speed, some more leg power, some more intimidation.
And I would be fine with him gliding. Like, if he takes, 5 steps into a glide. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that. I mean, yeah, sure. But the power, he's not flying fast. It's his legs that's pushing him, and then he just carries him. He's going so fast he can carry himself into, a glide. I'm fine with that. That's fine.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
All right. Okay, now for our number 9, we got one of Trell's favorite Pokemon, at least in the line. And so it's kind of unfortunate what they did to poor old Marshtomp. The Derp Lord himself. I mean, he already looked a little derpy, which was great.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind it. But look at this. I mean, even this picture here for him, it looks really good. And Trell, I need to get you so you can see this too, just so you can see what I'm pointing out there. That's up for you, so you can watch it live as well. But the old Mudfish Pokemon over here looks adorable.
Look how happy he is.
Yeah,
there.
look at that. That's even a great picture of him. I mean, honestly, just turn that into 3D. We're golden. And then we'll go show you here at the bottom what he ended up being. And I don't know if I can actually zoom in on this. I can't really zoom in on it. But he is a derp
Control
king.
Plus.
Control Plus.
Yeah, try that.
Plus.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, look. Oh. Yeah,
And you can keep pushing it too
yeah.
if you need to. And then Control Minus will get you back out.
Get me back out. There we go. Okay, look
There
at the
is.
derp of that. I mean,
But he got what I call the marionette treatment, and I think a few others are on the list are going to have this. But he's just like a lifeless marionette, like a Pinocchio, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
just like-
Oh, it's bad.
There's no character, no life.
Yeah.
No soul in
One
his-
of the
in his
huge
eyes.
features, I think, in Marshtomp is his smile. Look at that happy guy,
Yeah.
He's such a happy soul, and one thing I'm thinking this picture makes it look a little worse, but once again the colors are faded on him as well. I mean, that bright orange really makes a difference. One thing about him too is because they made him so round, his head connecting to his body looks really weird. Like, see how on the old ones he does kind of like have, it merges into his head.
It's just like, and then his legs, like he's got like legs that are strong and firm there on the sprites,
Yeah.
and then they're just like little cylinders on the bottom of his round
Looks just
cylindrical body.
Yeah, it does not look good. I mean, look, he's not even that fat here either. They
Oh,
really
no.
elongated his body and made him fatter as
It's hard to
well.
look.
And his fins too on his legs, they're on his legs.
Yeah, they're
Now
flared
they're
out.
just his butt. He has a tail instead of leg fins,
Yeah.
which makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, he's definitely one that could be higher on this list, guys. Once again, it's just we kind of wrote him down and you're going through them, but
He's bad. He's bad.
yeah, this one is pretty awful, I gotta say. Marshtomp did not get justice done to him on this one, guys. So all those Marshtomp lovers, sorry for you guys. Okay, let's go to the next one. We're going to the Gen 2 Pokemon, and he is Smeargle. Now, Smeargle is a very interesting Pokemon. Honestly, he loves to paint pictures. He's very vibrant in his animations, early gens. But then he got kind of boring. Let's just say he's really quite boring.
He also got marionette treatment.
So yeah. So as you can see, guys, here is him early on Smeargle. And he was always doing animations. He would move his tail around like he's painting. He's hopping on one foot back and forth. Looks exciting, like a fun guy with his painter hat and his painter tail. And then he ended up like this. Frozen, standing, holding his tail.
Staring at you lifelessly.
Literally lifelessly. And he doesn't move. Only when he attacks, and he goes like this. Huh. Moves like one little swipe of a tail with his hand. And that's really about it. And it just does not look good. But once again, with the shapes, his hat has too much volume, goes up too high. His face is also too fat. Where, look at this one, his ears are more... You can see how big his ears are. Where in here it looks a lot smaller because of how big his facial features are. He looks like he has a Snoopy head instead of...
Yeah, he does.
Smeargle
instead of a
head.
painter's hat.
And then also slim body. It's funny because I think this is his tongue sticking out in almost every single one except for the first Gen 2 one, and now that his tongue's gone. And although it does show it in Gen 7.
Well, that's not the real...
But I think this is animation sprite. Yeah, this is an animation.
Gen 6 is the sprite that was used in 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah, so chopped off his tongue. His tail looks gross. Like, this looks like it's just been... He hasn't even been painting. This looks like it's just dried up.
Just a dry brush.
And gross. And then, yeah, his body, once again, they just did not make him thin. He's not thin. He's kind of chunky, dude.
They changed his color. He's got more reddish brown.
Yeah, than the dull grayish color. Yeah, that's true.
Just really weird. Made him fat, lifeless, and orangey brown. So, yeah, it looked better before.
Definitely looked better before. Wish they would have stuck with something closer to that. Okay, our next Pokemon, Gen 3 guy, the big boy himself, the thick lord of all lords, Waylord. He is one of the worst, honestly. This picture ain't bad. I like that picture of him. Looks good. Ooh, that HP stat, though. Look at that, guys. It's a big boy. All right, and get to the bottom, and yeah, this is him now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need I say more?
He just floats there, you know?
He just floats. He has no... He doesn't look good.
The worst is he's not even close to scale, right?
Yeah.
And don't say they can't do it because the Gigantamaxes fit just fine.
No joke. No joke. Okay, and what really bothers me is here. Okay, Generation 3, we don't get to see a good view of his back. Okay, fair enough. But Gen 4, look at this mouth. You see how this blue comes all the way down, curves down deep into him where his fins are, right? We curve down, and then we curve really high up for the mouth, almost to the top of his dang body. And now, we just split him in half. And said, all this is white, all this is blue. It's a lighter blue, which I hate too. I like the dark blue, which we had before. And also the curve of his tail going up and a part of his body. Now it's more like it's just something attached to his butt. It's just like stuck. We stuck a little tail on there. It's not, he doesn't really use it because obviously he can't use it. That giant body with that tiny tail. It doesn't make any sense. The reason it looks like that in these is because it's so far back there because he's fetching huge. And that just drives me nuts.
Yeah, they're like, we don't really care about Waylord. Nobody really cares about Waylord. Let's just half-ass this one.
Exactly. And then the final touch, which also pisses me off, is if you guys don't know, whales don't have teeth like ours. And Waylord literally has teeth in these pictures, these animations. He has a teeth, and then he has a giant ace tongue. Like, you didn't have to make him open his mouth. I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty disgusting. Like, he just...
I don't even remember him. I don't remember him doing that in the game. So I think somebody just made an animation and posted it on here.
Maybe they did, because this looks terrible. I
don't remember even that much life.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
oh
that's a
my
good game.
gosh, it's just not good, guys. I'm gonna be
Now, I do
honest.
have to say that in the Sword and Shield DLC, they did put a correctly scaled Waylord in the Crown Tundra, so
Oh, that's cool. That's
that was a
awesome.
little better. Yeah.
Yes, they did out in the water, and that was cool. I will give them that. That was really cool touch. But yeah, definitely ruined his look. I wish they would still have the darker blue as well.
Yeah, what is
And
with the color change? That's
yeah,
so huge.
it's bad. I don't like this blue. I mean, this looks like
No.
he blends with the water, but this is nice dark blue color here. And the
Yeah.
mouth. The mouth is a big thing for me too. It hurts. And Waylord's one of my favorite Pokemon. I love whales. I love Whalmer over here. He's just a cutie. But yeah, too bad. Too bad, unfortunately, for Waylord. Doesn't look very good. Okay, on to the next. We got a Gen 4 Mon. And the hippo himself, Hippowdon.
The hippo.
And now Hippowdon is cool. This is pretty much his Gen 4 sprite here in this big picture. He was in the sand. He's oozing sand.
Oozing, I like that word.
Yeah, oozing
He
it. It's
is.
coming out of his dang body. Look at his eye. It looks pissed
Look at his
off.
mouth.
Yeah, huge
He's
mouth.
vicious.
He's an animal. Like, hippos are literally one of the scariest animals to come around. Like a land mammal.
Brutal.
Yeah, they're destructive creatures. And then we got this. First off, where is he looking? I guess this is the
That
girl
does
one.
not even look
Where
like the
is
same
she
thing.
looking? She's looking over here, and she's just standing here. Doesn't look cool at all. Look at the difference. That is ridiculous. This is just a derp lord, and this is a Hippowdon. Look how mean that
Yeah.
looks. I mean,
I
oh
mean, and no
gosh.
sands coming out of his back, her
No,
back.
no sand
That's
at
so
all.
sad.
I
And
know,
they just
right?
ruined Hippo.
Right. I mean,
And what's with the toenails? Does Hippo even have toenails in the sprites?
no. Well, I don't know. This one over here,
Covered in sand?
kind of, but I would think they're more like an elephant's foot. You know how they have those, colors kind of like nails, but they don't stick
Yeah,
out
but
like
in
that.
the 3D sprite, it's like I don't even know what's going on with those toes.
Yeah, I gotta admit, it doesn't look too good at all.
Needs a petty, Manny Petty.
No joke. One thing is, Diglett. He's a Diglett. He digs underground. They put the ground around him in his animation in 3D. Why couldn't we just put the sand with him? Why couldn't he come out oozing the sand that's there around him? Or her, whatever it is.
I have no idea.
I totally do not like this. And Hippowdon's
just
a great Pokemon too.
The Hippo. Yep.
That's too bad. Rip Hippo, he and she suffered the transformation to 3D. Okay, now number 5, we got another Gen 2 Pokemon. And this one for a few reasons. One, I am passionate about how much I hate. Is good old Hitmontop over here. Which is really cool. Hitmontop was the third extension of this Pokemon. He got a pre-evolution to this game. Well, I guess he came in with the pre-evolution type.
Came with it, yeah.
And so, coming in with it, cool Pokemon. Oh my gosh, he's spinning on his head. He kicks with his feet, right?
Face with his feet and his tail.
Yeah, he has some great stats. Honestly, a really cool addition to the kicking Pokemon, the punching Pokemon, and now the spinning on his head Pokemon, which is awesome. But yeah, then we'll look at the sprites. Oh, look, he's on his head. Oh, look, he's on his head. Oh, look, he's on his head.
That's so
Once again,
bad.
he's on his head. Oh, now he's standing. Why is he standing?
I don't know. He doesn't even look the Hitmontop.
It makes no sense. And he's doing like this. He does this like skater kind of thing when he's standing there. Like he's skating, he puts one foot in front and then switches and he
Like a
moves
Apollo
his arms
Antonio
like
over here.
this. Like, oh my gosh. I have no idea why they did this. It makes absolutely no sense. And they didn't have to do it that way is the worst part too. Because hello, back when Gen 3 just came out, they started making the DX games,
Battle
Pokemon DX and
Revolution
Battle
and
Revolution,
Coliseum.
Coliseum, and he
I
was
think,
on
yeah,
his head in
on
those.
his head.
He was spinning in 3D on his fetching head, and it was awesome. And now he just stands here, and the world has no idea why he
And
has a fetching horn on his head.
he also got a color change. He's
Yes.
way darker.
Yep, he went to this weird brown color. Honestly, I don't like this brown at all. And then his blue also darkened up a little bit, unlike the shiny
And
blue that he
does he
had.
even have a tail anymore? I don't even see his tail.
Oh, it's
Where's
probably
him?
just hidden behind his body. Yeah, I don't know, honestly. I
And
don't.
he's like, kind of. He's also got the fat treatment, right? It's
Yeah,
like their
he's
body.
chunked. Look
When
how
it's
skinny
deep.
and thin his arms and legs are.
Yeah.
He's a little beefier. Even I think his whole arm, even the fist of his arm's too big. Oh yeah, they did bad with him on top. I am sorry, him on top, for having to suffer through this, but yeah, I don't know. There's no purpose to you anymore. The whole purpose was you were a top, and now you're not. You were
Yeah, you're
just
not. Yeah, look at that. Even
just
Tyrogue, look at he's a wrestler, right?
yeah. He's just a humanoid figure now with a weird pointy head and
Doing a jig.
whatever these ears are, I guess now. So yeah, terrible looking figure. All right, on to number 4, who is one of the first Pokemon ever known to even be in Gen 1 a legendary Pokemon of sorts. And I think I passed him, but we'll keep going.
Down there.
Yep, I did. Oh, right here, Arcanine, the puppy Pokemon nowadays. He looks. I mean, Arcanine's design is cool. It's really cool. But I just want to show you guys this original design for Arcanine. Okay, first off, Gen 1, mystic as all get out. Like, look at that Pokemon. And then Gen 2, we get another view of him. Terrifying. Giant dog that is terrifying. He's mean. Does not say, happy puppy, let's pet him. This says, I'm going to eat you. Right?
Royal defensive guard dog.
Yes. Defensive guard dog. Gen 3 also, I mean, he's mean. He's in an attacking stance. Like, he's going to, you come closer, I'm going to eat you. Gen 4 also, he's like ready to pounce on you. Gen 5 is where I think they started to lose it. They're like, let's just have him look good. And I mean, he looks good.
He looks good. He still looks thin and
Mean, he has that dark orange.
kind of like tiger and dog mixed. I still like the 5.
Yeah, I like him too.
Not as much personality,
Yeah,
but
just getting more normal. And then look at that change though.
it doesn't even look like the same Pokemon.
Doesn't even. Not even. First off, color change too. We just decided to go strict orange here. Just orangey.
Yeah, lightened him up.
Lightened him up completely. The mane, which used to be more of a yellowy, they kind of changed it in Gen 5 to be more of just a white, fluffy tan fur.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, I don't know what happened here. I really don't.
He like has no chin.
No. His fur's just not rough at all to make him look like he's been like, in fights. Like this dog is a battling dog. It's just like all fluffy. Like a poodle.
He's such a fan favorite too, and it's just sad that he got such a crappy treatment going to 3D.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like just look at this basic stance too. He's just standing there. His
head does
arm.
not fit his body. It's just
not
awkwardly sitting there.
And they put too much fluff around here too. See how his head kind of shapes head and then a neck, and then even all of them they have separations from his head to down to where his tuft or chest area is. But this one, it just merges right in with everything. And yeah, honestly, he just doesn't look as mean and ferocious and athletic.
Intimidating, and that's his ability, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, not at all, honestly. Needs to look ready to go, in my opinion. He just needs to look like he's about to attack you. And
defend you.
Yeah,
defend his
you.
trainer.
Yeah,
That's what Arcanine's supposed to do.
That's why he's legendary. All right. On to our top 3. Now, first is Gen 5 Pokemon Electros.
Oh boy.
Okay, yeah, Electros is no bueno for those of you that speak Spanish. He is no bueno. All right, where are you?
Right there. Oh, go back up. Right there.
There he is. All right. Electros. Now, Electros was a cool
really like
Pokemon.
Electros.
Yeah. Really cool Pokemon. For one, he looks pretty sweet, honestly. I think he's a cool looking Pokemon. And then also, he gets great ability. He got Levitate.
He has no weaknesses.
He has absolutely no weaknesses. Now,
he's Hercules.
And he's a great attacker. He slows Tar, but honestly, stats aren't bad either. 515.
Well, with that defensive spread with no super effective, that's fantastic.
Exactly.
And he's got great attack to back it up.
Look at that.
It's good on.
Beautiful. He resists 3 things. He doesn't get affected by the 1, and I mean the rest is just neutral. So you're pretty chilling. Yep. Electros is a sweet Pokemon. And then we got to 3D models.
Oh my god, he got what I call the limp noodle treatment. I don't even know.
Okay, so I think part of Gen 5, his evolution, was he gained arms, right? He's got arms now.
Yeah.
So he can attack, like, using his arms. They're not for swimming, because he doesn't swim.
He doesn't swim. He's not a water type.
He's not a water type Pokemon. He's electric type. Now, his other 2, yes, they look like fish, but they're not really fish. They are just electric Pokemon. He's like an eel, but yes, he gets arms now, and he's land eel. And yes, he levitates, but that's not because he's a fish. And so it's really weird. He just slithers around now. He just sits here and does this weird thing. I don't know why he has hands. They may as well just gave him fins instead, because he looks like a fish now. He looks just like an eel, which I get you want him to be a little eel-like. But
I don't even know if it's not an eel. There's some other weird ocean creature that
is like this.
Kind of like a leech type of a thing. They went more in leech direction than an eel.
Yeah, so I don't know why they did it, but it looks terrible.
Gen 6,
it looks so different. Why make him look like this if you're going to just go to this is another thing. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Once again, the colors, he had more of a greeny tint to him here. They went just full navy blue. Also, I like his little fin here that he has, the long one. Not really as long, doesn't have as much texture because he's straight now. You can't see it come down. Yeah, I just didn't do him well. What looks like are kind of more like it would be his feet if he was to touch the ground, just turned straight fins.
Yeah.
But yeah, just not good, guys. Let us know your opinions about poor old Electros. Also, he had teeth, and they didn't touch. And here, they're just over his whole lip. Like, I don't know what happened there. But, yeah, it doesn't look too great. Hey, Mars, what's up, man? Yo, Mars, what's your opinion on good old Electros over here? How's the internet out there? And mine's terrible. Ours has been pretty okay, I gotta say. It's been pretty good today. Let's see here. Okay, let's go to a few honorable mentions before we hit the top 2. You said probably because I have SpaceNet, but it's okay. Yo, dude, I mean, you're on Mars. I don't know. I didn't even know they had internet on Mars, but you're doing great. I mean, I'm glad you're in the chat.
Galactic net.
Yeah, you might have some galactic net out there.
You tap into some crazy space nudies.
Yo, do you use a Ferrothorn for your antenna? Because that would be a good idea. They're really good antennas. Look at those 3 arms, which is one of our honorable mentions. Ferrothorn. So yeah, let's just go up this big picture quick. This is what he looked like.
Everywhere as having his arms up in the air, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, arms in the air. We go to Gen 5 Sprite, arms in the air.
Yeah.
And then
So I get that they wanted to put him on the ground, but I don't know.
yeah,
don't
I
know
mean,
why.
he's already a really slow Pokemon. I don't think you need him. I don't think he's even walking with these though.
Right.
How do you walk with 3 legs that come out of your head? Like, I think he should just sit in place. I think that's fine. Like, other Pokemon sit in place.
And use your arms to like make attacks or defensive plays. I don't know, but
Yo, Mars
yeah, they
says,
decided to put him on the ground.
Mars says, what do you mean? I'm on Mars. I am Mars. Sorry, dude. I forgot we're speaking to the planet. Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude. I'm sorry. Appreciate you for jumping on though. Yeah, Ferrothorn, weird. Don't know why they did that to him, honestly.
Yeah.
Made him too light too. I like the dark gray.
Yeah.
Another one of our honorable mentions, we're going to take it up to Gen 1 for a few, actually. One of which is some people, I'm sure, like a lot of people's favorite Pokemon. Mr. Krabs. Just kidding, Mr. Snorlax. Mr. Snorlax, the sleeping Pokemon, known to always be sleeping and tired and lazy and oh yeah, he stands up now. I have no idea why. Like, I do you see him standing in any of these?
I do not.
Like, legit, he's doing the sexy pose in Gen 1.
Uh-huh.
Gen 2, he's laying on his back, rubbing his tummy. Gen 3, he's waving his arms and legs in the air, but he still doesn't want to stand up. Gen 4, he sat up, okay. He's still sitting down, though. He looks a little hungry. And then now, Gen 6, he's just standing.
What do you know? Snorlax has evolved into standing.
Yep, he's slowly developed to where he's gotten himself up. I mean, look, laying on the side, he rolled over to his back. He's trying to flail his way onto his butt. Eventually does. And then he's waving his arms to try to stand, and hey, look at that. He made it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, don't know why he needed to stand. He doesn't have to. Slacking still lays down. I don't know why Snorlax stands, but that is Mr. Snorlax. Maybe it's because in the anime he stands. I don't know. Maybe that's why. But yeah, kind of lame. Liked his kind of darker purplish color. This darker blue was nice. Kind of went a little bit different here. I don't know. I love Snorlax. Good Pokemon, but
Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
yeah. I think they could make him look a little fatter too. A little fatter in these gens.
Yeah, he's just kind of weird looking in the 3D.
Jupiter keeps throwing his asteroids at me. Lol. He went from crippled to jacked. Yeah, I know, dude. What the heck? He went from not being able to walk to like, I'm going to be on my feet all the time. I don't know. Just personal opinion that would have been nice to see him sitting down being lazy, in a
I
battle.
want him in sexy pose.
Or yeah, sexy pose, like slacking. Come on. You can't beat sexy pose. All right, another one, Gen 1 Pokemon is Mr. Meowth himself, and yeah.
Meowth is probably got the most personality of any Pokemon.
Oh yeah. Meowth.
But not his 3D sprite.
No, not at all. First off, cute cat. Second off, cute cat moving around, laughing. Another one, kind of being a cat, with a smile, mischievous face. Number 4, I don't know what he's trying to step on a bug or something. I don't know, scaring something. Personality in the face. Oh, derp face.
He got the marionette treatment too.
He did, 100% marionette
Just
treatment.
looks like a puppet.
They got rid of his yellow, which I hate too. He had a good yellow look to him, which made his brown stand out too a little nice. No shiny on the golden charm. He literally, his arms are just to the side of him like he's a person standing there. And yeah, just so boring. Doesn't even look like a cat. He lost all his cat features.
He did.
He's just like Team Rocket's Meowth now.
Just like he looks like the demo model or something for when, like, not the final model, but like the anatomical model of Meowth, and that's just what they went with.
Yeah, it's weird because even in the anime, that Meowth is the only Meowth that walks on 2 feet and talks. So
That's a great point.
why is he even standing? I don't know why they started to make him stand, just because maybe they wanted him to be like Team Rockets, but he still should be meowing and look like a cat. And even run like a cat. He should not walk on 2 feet. There's no way. Doesn't make any sense. You guys need to start learning from your mistakes, because eventually you're going to end up destroying the planet from your carelessness. Yo, is that what happened to you?
No, he's watching us pollute the ozone.
He's why you're like, I've been watching. I've been watching. You got to know that by experience, though, Mars. I mean, you are closer to the good old sun, so maybe at one point you had like life and you experienced them.
Closer to the sun than
Oh,
Mars.
I'm thinking Mercury, huh? I'm thinking Mercury. Never mind. Or maybe he's slowly gotten
Mars
farther and colder to where everyone died. I don't know. Could happen. They say life might be able to be on Mars, or maybe could have been at one time on Mars. So, maybe everyone just died over there. And that's why he's speaking from experience. All right. Next up, we got some Gen 2ers that we're going to hit real quick for our honorable mention list. One is Mr. King, the only dragon type to come out of Gen 2, which I am past Gen 2. Holy cow. Right here. Kingdra. Kingdra is an awesome addition to the Pokemon world at the time. Gen 2 only had one dragon type Pokemon introduced, and that was good old Kingdra. Really good Pokemon too. All right. And here's what he came from. So honestly, looking at Kingdra, he always had some prominent markings on him. He looked like a beast, honestly, like majestic with his fins and everything. And then just looking at him now, it's just he's lost all that like scary, powerful feel to him, I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't look good. For one, like, if we're looking back to Gen 2 and Gen 3, he looks more like the form that he's looking at in the new ones. So, look, his tail is back, first off. Pushed his tail back. His fins have a lot of attitude. And this one now, he's forward, kind of like more like a real seahorse. His fins just, like, are clear back, like they're pushed together on his body. And his face just does not look mean anymore. What are your thoughts on that, Trell?
Yeah, I think he just looks too static, too unmoving, too lifeless again, which is just kind of the main problem with the 3D models. But I mean, he's just floating there lifelessly.
Yeah, I once again, the stomach too bugs me, and these accents that they've put, the lines on his back and the blue of his body, they're just kind of gone. It's like there's no sectional. It's kind of all smooth too, where in this one, his body's more round in the middle. He's kind of a tubs in the middle. And now it's kind of more just kind of an egg shape, They kind of lost the roundness to him, so I don't know. Didn't do him too good. Mars says, you all are like, why is it so hot? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe it's those plastic bags. What? Oh, Mars, you're hilarious. All right. Another Gen 2 Pokemon that I personally really hate what they did with is Hound Doom. Hound Doom is a bad one. And because, just look at his original sprites. Look at this. Evil dog that wants to murder you and take you to hell. I'm just saying. Like, his name's Hound Doom. He has a skull on his fetching neck.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a hellhound.
Yeah, he's literally like a devil hound, Hellhound. And Gen 3, I mean, I personally like Gen 2's the best. but they started to give him a little longer horns, and okay, whatever. Still looks mean. Gen 4, they gave him a little more features, but he still looks mean. Gen 5, yeah, I mean, still looks kind of mean, I guess. And then 3D model is like, what happened? What happened? He looks like he has a beak, first off. Doesn't look scary at all. I don't know. His legs, like, fold in on themselves. I don't know what's going on. But it does just... Look at the difference between Gen 2 and Gen 6. He just evolved so badly. And once again, he's really a thin Pokemon. Like, I would, like, resemble him more like a Doberman kind of dog.
I think he is a Doberman,
Yeah, and look how thick his body got. Like, neck to body, way too thick. Just not good at all. He suffered at the hand of 3D, definitely. His horns also, they don't look scary. I think ram horns are more scary than these horns. I don't know. He looks like a reindeer. I don't know. He just does not. He does not look good. Let's just put it at that. Does not look good. Mar says, what happened to the evilness? Yo, dude, I don't know what happened to the evilness. It's just gone. Number 1 Hellhound. Yo, I know, right? He's supposed to be a Hellhound. He just... Something happened. Animal that got the middle finger from the Mother Nature. I know, right, dude? Right? He got screwed, you know. The Game Freak just didn't do him justice. And then we got one more for you guys, quick. And he's from Gen 4. He's one of the fossil Pokemon of Gen 4. Good old Rampardos.
This one's bad. Could have been on the list. He got the same treatment as a lot of others.
He definitely could have been on the list. Definitely. Okay. Looking at him here. Looks like a guy that's going to hit you with his head, right? Like, this looks...
like that one dinosaur. It's like a real dinosaur.
He looks fetching mean. He's a fetching dinosaur. Gen 5. Uh-huh. Yeah. Gen 5, he's standing up. Okay. Cool. Then Gen 6, like, what the fetch happened to him? Like, literally.
He got fat.
Like, look how much wider he is here. He got a lot wider. His feet look even fatter. His neck is way fatter than it was before. His horns stick out this way more than they used to be sticking up, like they're going to hit somebody with them. Oh my gosh, yeah, he's a monstrosity. He was bad. His whole mouth area is awful too.
In Gen 4, he looks like he's got like an arched spine, so his head can
extend, so it's down.
Smash with it, but...
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Well, and then look, even here, it looks like something's on his back, like this. See this? And it nudges in. See that space there?
Yeah.
Look, there's nothing here. It's just his
color
color
fatty.
now.
I don't know.
It's
not intimidating. Not.
Yeah, not at all.
That thing.
It's just, yeah, it's bad. This one's bad. He's really bad. He could have definitely been one of the top ones too. Oh, whoa! I have no idea what that was, guys. Sorry. Popped up on the screen. All right, but yeah, he looks so unathletic too, and he should be really powerful with his legs. Look at these legs in Gen 5. I mean, they're some beefy legs. Now they just merge with his fatness here.
Yeah.
Definitely got screwed. I mean, look at this guy. He needs to look like a boss. I mean, look at this attack stat.
He's got like the highest attack stat in the game.
In the whole game. Yep. In the whole game. Besides, like, if you're talking Deoxys attack form and Mewtwo X or whatever. Those are like the only two Pokemon that have a higher attack stat than this.
Yeah, and that Gen 6 model does not look like it has a 140 attack stat.
No, it looks weak. It looks sad, honestly. Okay, a few more honorable mentions I actually just thought of are just bird Pokemon in general. Their flying is just weird. It just looks weird, guys. Let's...
Like Charizard, he just flies where he needs to be on his feet sometimes.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
Some of their wings are just way big. If you look at Staraptor, his wings, like his one wing is just massive. And you look at his sprite before, and he honestly doesn't really have that big of wings. And you know why? It's because he doesn't fly all that much, because he's a raptor. He is a raptor who learns close combat, which you do on the ground. Like,
on the ground.
you can't
that's a really
fly
good
and
point.
do that.
Yeah. He flies, but I feel like Staraptor prefers to be on the ground. If I don't know.
I think
He's
so
never
too.
been depicted as such, but I think that would make sense.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't know. I just think it's weird how they fly in place.
I think I know why they did it, is because in X and Y, when Gen 6 started and these models came about, is they had flying sky battles. And only flying Pokemon could be involved in these flying sky battles. So
That's true.
any flying type got the flying model treatment. Even Scyther. So now all he does is float in the air. So he can look fine in that air battle.
Yeah, which
But the thing that kills me is they didn't do that for water battles in those water, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter there. They don't even care about those.
The weird double standard there.
Heck, they'll put you on a platform in Arceus.
Yeah,
They put you on a dang
floating
platform
That was
now.
genius.
I know,
That
right?
was genius. It makes sense now.
All right, and now for our top 2 picks, guys. Number 2 is Haxorus. And guys,
Oh boy.
Haxorus is top 3 on my favorite Pokemon list. Top 4. I would say my favorite Pokemon being Metagross, the Trico line, why not, obviously, and Haxorus. Those are my 4 favorite Pokemon. And look at him. That's why. Look at him.
Good.
He's a
Slender.
beast.
Crush things. He looks quick.
I know.
He's an athlete.
He is. He is an animal of a Pokemon, which one of the things that pisses me off about him is they didn't give him the 600 base total, which I was pissed off. I would prefer him to be
he's like
pseudo.
Aggron, I guess.
Because,
right?
yes, he's a 540, which is really good. Don't get me wrong. He's like a starter power. And, I mean, he's a dragon, which is awesome. He gets good ability, decent ability.
Mold Breaker is way
Yeah,
good.
Mold Breaker is a good ability, period. And this attack stat is, once again, one of the highest in the game. Easily one of the highest. He has pretty decent defenses as well. I mean, he's pretty quick Pokemon.
Good with his Choice Scarf.
So, Choice, he's really good. So, honestly, amazing looking Pokemon, guys. But, unfortunately, I do have to show you this. Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. I don't even know what happened.
I have no
This
idea.
is so bad.
I have no
So
idea.
bad.
Okay, let's just go from the bottom to the top. First off, his feet, whatever, they're feet. I don't really care that much. But look at these legs. Okay? Big, strong legs. And they're low to the ground. Look, this is not very distant. Look how long
He
they
could
became.
get on all fours. Like in
Yeah.
the original sprite. He
Yeah.
could get on all fours if he wanted.
Yes, he's low to the
rush.
ground. He's very low to
Yeah.
the ground, and he probably doesn't use his arms that much. I'm gonna be honest. He probably doesn't attack using his arms. I know there's animations, Dragon Claw, whatever, but this thing here is there for a reason. This is what he uses. His Haxorus, because he hacks with his axe that is on his face. Okay. And by the way, sick shiny too. Just gotta put that out there. And this just does not do it justice at all.
Yeah, it's one of the best shinies.
Oh, it's so sick.
I am just so in love with his Gen 5 sprite.
It is amazing. But once again, okay, we got to the legs, right? Look at the yellow here. How it curves. Still not very much of his body. He has a lot of black right above it. But look what they did. The yellow goes clear up high and a tiny little bit of black. They took that color away.
And it's ugly. It's just changed his body type. His body form is not the same.
Yeah, it's bad. And his leg kind of merges with his butt to make him look like he has this massive, big old butt.
I think, yeah.
And I know that might just be because the 3D looks like that, but I feel like they could have done something to make it not look like that. And I mean, look how thick this tail is. This is why. Is because look at where the tail comes from.
Yeah.
Look at this. That distance and this distance, that's a big difference. This is some fat ace tail right here. Another thing, look at this back spike here. Clear down like chest level on him. Around his chest level. Look at it up here. It's on his neck. What are they doing?
I don't know.
And
He just looks awkward.
yeah.
He looks like he can't move. He looks like he's got a board up his butt.
Yes.
It's so bad.
Yeah, and this first plate here on his neck, it's big, yeah, but then look how thin his neck gets too. It's thin up here.
Well,
This is just like a thick thing.
His axes on his face got shortened.
Oh yeah, they got shortened big time, especially going down. And they were much more like sharp and to a point up here, where they made them thicker and kind of fatter instead of thin and long.
3D.
Yeah, it's bad. And then he has a point here on his head. I don't know what the fetch this is, but it's definitely not a point. It's very curved. And even his mouth, you can see he has a jaw. He has mouth there. And here, you can't even see his lower point, like of where his mouth would be.
Yeah, no.
And his evil eye. Oh my gosh, look at the design on that, how it's dark right around his red eye. And now it's just this gray color.
Yep.
It is awful. Honestly, even his hands. Look at his hands. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's just so awkward.
They completely ruined him. Like, please
Yes,
change
they did.
it. Yo, Axelot, what's up, my dude? How you doing today? Oh man, guys, sorry. Oh boy.
Don't eat your dinner.
It's bad, guys. When you get a game and you think what it's gonna look like versus what it actually looks like. Yes, Mars, that is exactly how we feel. Oh my gosh. Okay. And now for our number one pick, who was easily, I'm going to say probably the worst transformation over time. Oh, and I feel so bad because this is my favorite Gen 2 starter. One of my favorite starters of all time. Maybe number 2 for my favorites. And it's not just him, but his whole line. But we are going to talk about for alligators. He's probably the worst.
I feel like he has changed so much from Gen 2. Oh, it was, I don't know if he was like when he came out, he was like the Charizard, right?
Oh yeah,
big hulking beast of a Pokemon, and he's like over 20 feet tall and he's powerful.
Yeah,
there's a gator and everybody loves gators, you know.
Oh yeah,
he was just so cool looking. And especially his Gen 2 sprites, they were just killer.
Oh yeah.
Just intimidating.
Oh yeah, guys. 7'7". So just get that in your mind. 7'7" alligator behemoth of a Pokemon who has good stats. I mean, all around pretty decent.
Yeah, and he gets Dragon Dance. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he gets Dragon Dance. That's crazy. He gets Dragon Dance, and okay, look at this. This is one of his Gen 2 sprites. Looks like a beast. Yeah. This isn't. You guys will see the one on the thumbnail. The one on the thumbnail is also there, and it's the one I like to look at even more. But bulky, muscly Pokemon. He's not anything short of just bulky and amazing and mean, you know? Even Gen 3. I mean, I like this. It's not bad. He looks tough. He looks mean. He looks sharp. Even Gen 4 didn't do a bad job.
Nope.
No, that's not bad at all. Gen 5, you leaned him back a little bit, and that didn't do him good. But then, I don't know what this is, guys.
My gosh.
I just don't know. I have no idea what they were going for.
Yeah. He looks like an egg.
Yeah. His body is just awful. And this picture doesn't show it to the fullness. Like a side view of him would be even better. But they have made his tail stomach portion so big that it's just disgusting. And then his upper body's like really thin. Look how tiny his chest is. Little chest, and his arms are just little arms too.
Tiny arms.
Yeah.
Like a T-Rex. No.
And the first image of him, which is on the thumbnail, he is bulky as shiz. He looks like he's ripped.
He's juiced, man.
He was just a monster with his muscles, and he just looked like a stinking animal, like so scary. And
he dwarfs the other two starters.
Yes.
Well, when he came out, he dwarfed Charizard and Venusaur and Blastoise, Typhlosion, Meganium. It was just the beast.
Oh yeah, he would definitely wreck them all. And I mean, he looks mean too. Look how mean he looks. And now it's like big jaw, teeny tiny little teeth here, teeny tiny little teeth. His I don't know.
He has no shoulders anymore.
Yeah, none at all. And that's a big part of where his muscle looked too, was in the shoulders.
Feraligatr went from a pro bodybuilder to a dad bod.
No joke.
That's the best way to. He got the dad bod treatment.
Yeah, like legit, really, really bad. Like, let me look up one more time the Gen 2 sprite for Feraligatr. Look into images.
Silver version.
Yes, look at this. Look at this right here. Look at that one. This is the one I put on the thumbnail. He's just beefy up top. Look at him. He's thick boy. He was smaller down here. His legs and his little waist look tiny because he looks like he's about to pick you up and throw you and just wreck house with you. I mean, this is scary.
Follow you home.
Yeah, this is scary. And then we went to that. It just makes no sense at all, guys. Oh, this is easily my least favorite. Ruined one of my favorite Pokemon. It's hard for me to even use him.
I can't use him anymore.
I know.
I just can't do it. He's so hard to look at.
It's so bad, guys. It's so bad. I can't even.
And I love Feraligatr. It's just,
And guys, just to let you understand how much this bugs me, this is like the first Pokemon I ever chose and actually like played with. This is the one I chose and played with every time too. From then on until Gen 3 came out, I was going with Totodile every time because.
And is that because of
Feraligatr's monstrous form?
Design.
He's terrifying.
It was so good.
And you got him like level 30, right? He evolves like level 30.
Yeah, it is pretty quick.
He's 30, and you don't have to deal with Eggbutt over here very long. So it's just amazing. He's just a beast of a Pokemon. And unfortunately, they knifed him. They knifed him, guys. They cut off all his muscle in the back, and they put it into his butt, his belly. And it just does not look good, guys. But yeah, any more thoughts, Trell, on that?
No, I think I've said what I need to say. I don't think I can look at it much longer.
I don't think I can either. Honestly, I hope they tweak it just a little bit to make them better, especially if they're in future games. I hope they are, because I'd like to see some of them come back, like Feraligatr. We haven't seen a lot of the starters, actually. I was talking...
No, really haven't seen him since Heart Gold, Soul Silver. He hasn't been featured.
Exactly. It's been that long, honestly, since we've seen Feraligatr. We just recently got Typhlosion. We did get the Gen 6 remakes, or the Gen 3 remakes, sorry, in Gen 6 to show them off. So we got them. Gen 5 hasn't got any love. Gen 4 recently got a remake, which was pretty cool. But we'd like to see some of these guys in the new games. They got secluded to their own game and only them, so that kind of sucked. We still haven't seen them really play a part in the new ones, except for in Arceus, I guess. They were in there, which is good. And yeah, Gen 5 starters have been gone. Samurott got a little bit in the new game, Arceus.
Yeah.
Gen 6 is honestly one that's been lost as well. We hope to see more of them. At least Greninja. Yeah, at least Greninja. I mean, he's one of the people's favorite Pokemon. How can you just keep him off the games? I think that's crazy that they even do that. I mean,
But they'll give Charizard such
exactly.
stuff, but Greninja's just as cool. I
Yeah,
think.
he's literally like the third favorite in all Pokemon. It's like Charizard, Pikachu, Charizard. I can't remember which one's better, and then Greninja. Honestly, it's like those three are the top three favorite Pokemon of all time. And yeah, I mean they're awesome Pokemon. I get that. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, guys, there's other Pokemon as well that could have been on this list. Let us know what you would pick for your top 5, top 10. Let us know. We'd love to hear it. Honestly, another one that I just saw just 2 seconds ago was Archaeops. Oh my gosh. Just one of the birds. Gosh, awful. Terrible.
Really, he needs to be on here. He's
Yeah.
flying type.
Oh, and the way he flies is just disgusting too. So just throwing that out there. Oh, there he is right there. Okay, yeah. I'm just throwing this honorable mention in to finish this off, guys, because this Pokemon is a beast of a Pokemon. And look at him. He looks stinking cool too. He has a terrible ability. We'll just get that out of the way. This is why he's not a beast. But look at these stats. Look at that.
Yeah, not for that ability.
567. He has almost as much attacks as a fetching Haxorus. And he's way fast. This is insane, honestly. He's a scary ace Pokemon. But yeah, this ability screws him over. And anyway, just to show you guys, yeah, this is what he looks like now. And so, yeah, you can look at that real quick and see what you think. But in closing, guys, a lot of Pokemon have been ruined in 3D. Let us know what you think, what your thoughts are, because, you know, why not? Why not take a look at it and judge it a little bit? But anyways, guys, appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next Poké Dexcussion.
See ya.